Are you like us and are always looking for fun activities for the whole family? Well, look no further. Springtime is here and the weather is beautiful. So we've come up with some great family fun activities that you and your kids will love this spring. Stay tuned for all the details, including a couple of rainy day activities, because we all know April showers brings May flowers, and we want you to be prepared for those days. And if you watch till the end, you will be in for a treat and a special segment with some pretty awesome VIP guests.
All right, so first on our list, and one of our absolute favorite activities to do in the spring, is berry picking. It is always a fun and delicious activity for the whole family. There's nothing better than eating freshly picked ripe berries and drinking refreshing berry slushies as the temps get hotter and hotter each week. There are several local berry picking farms in Charleston, and you really can't go wrong with any of them. Strawberries will be ready to pick starting in mid to late March, and other berries, such as blueberries and blackberries, ripen in the late spring and can be picked throughout the summer. There are some great local options for picking berries, starting with the well-known Boone Hall Farms in Mount Pleasant. And you'll also find other options in Summerville at Westbury Farms and Myers Blueberries. But our personal favorite is Hickory Bluff Berry Farm in Holly Hill. It's a little bit of a drive, but so worth it to get out of the congestion of the busy Charleston area. You'll find addresses and links to each of the farms in the description box below.
One of the rainy day activities on our list is visiting the Children's Museum of the Lowcountry. A day spent here will not disappoint and may even elevate you to the hero status in your kids' eyes. So this museum is located in downtown Charleston and would be a great rainy day pick. With activities such as an art studio, a pirate ship, a public shopping market, Boeing Bright Labs, and an infant toddler play area, this museum will pack a full day of fun and educational activities. Probably not the best for older kids, but I'd say kids under 10 would have a blast here. So check out the description box below for the address and the link.
All right, so this next activity seems pretty obvious, but it had to make our list. You have to take the family to the beach. With the warmer weather this spring is our favorite time to head to the beach. The beaches are slightly less crowded, and while yes, the water will be cooler, relaxing in the sand and the sun won't be as hot. And I don't know about your kids, but our kids will swim in sub-freezing water if we let them. So the cool water will not deter them. Since this is an obvious one, we suggest shaking it up a bit and heading to a beach that you normally don't typically go to. So if Folly is your usual go-to, try IOP or Edisto. You might just find a new favorite.
Charleston has so many historic sites and plantations. The nice weather that spring brings gives us the perfect opportunity to explore them. Many of these sites have beautiful gardens that are especially spectacular in the spring. You can enjoy the mild spring weather while exploring and learning about our area's history. This would be a great activity for kids of all ages, but especially great for school age and older kids who can exalt their energy exploring in the outdoor grounds, but also understand and appreciate the history of these sites. Some of our favorite plantations and historic sites to visit are Middleton Place, Magnolia Plantation and Gardens, Drayton Hall, Boone Hall Plantation, and the McLeod Plantation Historic Site. We will link more info about each of these in the description box below, so check those out.
All right, so kind of piggybacking on the whole historical site thing, our next activity is visiting Charlestown Landing. It is a wonderful place to spend a spring day, and we included it separately because we think it often gets overlooked. Pack a picnic, as this is a South Carolina state historic area that has a lot to explore. You can rent or bring your own bikes and ride or walk the trails throughout the park, and then you'll see historic landmarks, burial sites, beautiful historic gardens, and marsh views along the Ashley River. Our kids' favorite part of this whole park is the animal forest, which is like a little mini zoo that focuses on local wildlife. You can bring your strollers and you can bring your dogs, and you definitely should bring your cameras as you'll want to capture all these fun memories that you'll make.
So since we're bound to have a few rainy days in the spring, our next activity on the list is another rainy day possibility, and it's the South Carolina Aquarium. So how lucky are we to have an aquarium right here in our own city? And what makes it even more special is the fact that it has a sea turtle hospital right inside. The Zucker Family Sea Turtle Recovery Center is a special area where injured sea turtles are nursed back to health while preparing them for their release back to the wild. This is definitely an activity that should be on your list if it hasn't been already.
All right, so when I think about spring, I think about gardens and flowers, and this is probably why I think farmers markets are a great way to spend a spring morning or afternoon, all while supporting local growers and small businesses. It's amazing how many farmers markets we have to explore here in the Charleston area. It seems like each city or area has their own, and we will try to list most of them in the notes below for you to check out. But letting your little ones pick out their own fruits and vegetables may make them more interested in actually eating them when the time comes. If it's not one that's year-round, most of the markets open in April and continue just before the holidays, sometime around November. And again, if you're used to going to the one that's closest to you, take this time to venture out to the next town over and check out theirs.
Next up on the list is to take a family trip to the park. Which park, you ask? Well, that, of course, is up to you. And while, yes, this may seem like the obvious choice, get out of your comfort zone and visit a park you normally don't. We recently visited a new park circle playground, and the kids had a blast. This park happens to be one of the largest inclusive playgrounds and has equipment and activities for kids of all ages and all abilities. Some of the other larger parks to consider are the Ashley River Park, which is in Somerville, Wanamaker State Park, which is in North Charleston, and the Palmetto Island County Park in Mount Pleasant. We'll link these and a few more in the description below, but each has its own features and activities that you and your kids will love to explore.
All right, so the next activity might be a little bit of a drive for some, but it's such a great place that we just had to include it on our list. Bee City Zoo is another special place that your kids will love to explore. It's a local, family-owned zoo and honeybee farm located in Collegeville, which is right outside of Somerville. Your kids will be able to view and interact with many animals, and they might even get to feed a few. Plus, you can go home with some local honey that the kids will love for weeks to come.
Last on our list, but definitely not least, just in time for spring weather, you will start hearing about spring festivals. These festivals will be a great way to enjoy the beautiful spring weather and to get the family out of the house. And if you're looking for a small local festival, look no further than the Jedburgh Junction in Somerville. But if you're more interested in a larger multi-day or even multi-weekend festival, you have two options to choose from: the Flowertown Festival in Somerville and the Boone Hall Strawberry Festival in Mount Pleasant. Both of these are usually held in April of each year and offer a variety of activities and food. You'll enjoy the offerings of local artists and craftsmen, along with fun activities such as shows and amusement rides for the kids. We've put all the details of these festivals in the description below, so be sure to check those out.
Okay, so wrapping up, did you know that the springtime is also one of the busiest times of the year to buy or sell a home? That's why our next video will focus on where to buy a home in Somerville. Our town is such a large area, we'll break it down and give you the scoop on each individual area. In the meantime, use this list of fun activities to get out of your comfort zone, enjoy the amazing spring weather, and explore all the great activities that our community has to offer.
And please like our video, and we would love for you to leave a comment on any activities that we may have missed.
Absolutely. And don't forget, we are Kevin and Brittany Douglas with Homegrown Real Estate, and we are always striving to be your community and real estate experts. Okay, guys, I have our special VIP guest and in-house experts on kid activities that are fun to do in the springtime. I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
My name is Ellie Douglas and I'm 6.
My name is Kaden Douglas and I'm 8.
Perfect. Okay, so Kaden, we'll start with you. What's your favorite springtime activity?
Probably going strawberry and blackberry picking.
Ooh, that's the best one, huh? What's your favorite thing to do when you were there? Other than, of course, pick berries.
Because
Because they got lots of other things
Drink
too.
slushies.
I knew you were going to say that. Yep, they got some pretty darn good slushies, huh? All right, Ellie, your turn. What's your favorite activity that we talked about in our
P.S.
video?
The blackberry ones do the best.
Bee City.
You like Bee City?
Yes.
Why did you like Bee City?
Because you get to pet all the animals.
That's a good reason to love it. Perfect. Okay, so out of all of those things that we talked about in the video, did you guys think of any that you really liked that we forgot about?
Yeah.
Which?
Sawmill Branch Trail.
Oh, that's a good one, actually. Sawmill Branch Trail is a trail in Somerville. I think it's about 6 miles long, but it's a great place to ride bikes or walk. And off of it, you'll find a couple of community parks that you can go to. And we go there a good bit when it warms up and ride our bikes.
Wait, you forgot another one.
What?
It was the one where me and Dad hiked.
The Rosenbach Park?
Yeah, the Rosenbach.
Oh, that's a good place too. That, again, in Somerville, really good hiking park that runs parallel to the Ashley River. All right, Ellie, any that you can think of that we forgot?
Not that much.
How about this? This is an interesting one because I know the answer to this. Was there any on the list that you really didn't like? Something that you don't like to do?
I don't really like the beach.
You don't like the beach?
Everyone likes the beach.
How could you not like the beach?
I just don't like getting in the water.
All right, so
Water
the
is
consensus
fun.
is we have
Let me
a favorite.
finish.
Water is fun.
And when I was little, I got stung by a jellyfish.
Yeah, you did get stung by a jellyfish. That
Same.
is true. All right,
Same.
so Mommy's gonna wrap this up. Y'all hush it up. Now, consensus is we have a favorite of the berry picking and a favorite of Bee City. But like we said in our video, you can't go wrong with any of our activities we suggested. So get out there, have fun, enjoy the weather. See y'all later.
Don't enjoy the rainy one.